Yo, what is up, y'all? My name is Devin, and today I'm going to be breaking down the most macro-friendly, high-protein, moderate carb, low-fat, fast food options you can grab. I realize in working with my clients, as well as for myself, we're not always going to be able to meal prep, even though meal prep is life. But before I get into that, make sure if you're new here and not subscribed, go ahead and press that subscribe button down below to help my channel grow. If you are interested in one-on-one coaching, a meal plan, or a training plan, go ahead and email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com. The first restaurant is a place that I myself did not know was macro-friendly until my girlfriend put me on. She was like, yo, do you think this is good to eat? And I was like, hey, this is actually very macro-friendly. And the first place is Panda Express. Panda Express is very simple with what they offer, and I really value that when I'm going out to eat. The meal that I suggest grabbing from Panda Express, the plate option with one side and two entrees, and your two sides are going to be half rice and half broccoli, okay? You don't want to get a full serving of rice and a full serving of broccoli because that's going to double your calories for each option. And then for your protein, you're going to want to grab the chicken teriyaki, okay? I myself do not use the teriyaki sauce, but obviously it is included in the calories, so you can have that if you want to. I just feel like sugary sauce serves no purpose and I'm good. So it's 300 calories for one serving of chicken. If you double that, you're going to get 600 calories, which just puts us way over our calorie target here. So make sure you're doing half a serving of rice, half a serving of greens, and one serving of the chicken teriyaki, okay? So this meal is 535 calories total. It is 48.5 grams of protein, 62.5 grams of carbs, and 14 grams of fat. That is a pretty good bang for your buck, and it's around 10 bucks total, which is obviously expensive, but if we're eating out in this economy, it's gonna be a little bit expensive, okay? I actually realized that I like sandwiches after I got top surgery. I got the gargantuan from Jimmy John's, and after that I became pretty much a sandwich enthusiast. I don't have them often, but when I do get an occasional sub, this is my go-to. So our order at Subway is gonna be the oven roasted turkey sandwich, okay? Now let's go ahead and get into what we're gonna be putting on this turkey sandwich to make it as amazing as possible. We're gonna be going with the foot long, which is 12 inches, pause. That's a pretty good size for the total calories that the sandwich is gonna be, okay? The protein is obviously gonna be the oven roasted turkey, and we're gonna go ahead and skip out on the cheese so we can save in calories. Remember, high fat items have more calories than protein and carbs because fat is 9 calories per gram, whereas protein and carbs are 4 calories per gram. So for veggies, this is where I really go kind of overboard because veggies are very high volume, low calories, so you can pack a ton of veggies on. Like these things are gonna add like 5-10 calories, but it's gonna make your sandwich thicker, which is what we're going for here. We are gonna skip out on the sauces. Now, if you had to go with an option, I would suggest yellow mustard because yellow mustard is usually around like 10 calories per tablespoon, which is not bad whatsoever. And whenever you're going to Subway and you're trying to keep your macros in mind, I don't suggest going with items like salami, prosciutto, the other Italian meat, capicola, all those fatty meats that taste amazing on your palate. They taste amazing because they're high in calories, okay? They're high in fat. So I personally do suggest skipping out on that. So this sub, without any add-ons, just all the basics, is gonna be 530 calories, 39 grams of protein, 6 grams of fat, and 82 grams of carb, which is obviously gonna come from the bread. Now, if you wanted to skip out on carbs, I believe you can just go with the wrap option. Now this next restaurant may be a little controversial. I don't really eat here just because it's fucking expensive, I'll be honest. But yeah, if you don't like this restaurant, just simply skip over this option. But the next fast food place is going to be Chick-fil-A. What items can you grab from Chick-fil-A? It's really simple actually. I just suggest going with the grilled chicken sandwich and a small mac and cheese. So it's gonna be 590 calories for the chicken sandwich and the mac and cheese. The macros are 40 grams of protein, 58 grams of carbs, and 23 grams of fat. So that is not spectacular. I do kind of like the Subway option. I do kind of like the Panda Express option better. I know a lot of us do sometimes want to feel like we're eating junk food, and this is a good way to do that without actually doing that. And I saved the most bodybuilder bro option for last. I know y'all didn't think that I left this off the list. It is going to be Chipotle, okay? Classic bodybuilder bro food that you're going to grab from out. So for Chipotle, we're going to grab a burrito bowl. We're going to do one serving of chicken. I know sometimes we like to double up on chicken, but it's going to really raise your calories. And at a certain point, you don't need a shit ton of protein. We're going to go ahead and add white rice. Now, if you have already hit your carb intake for the day, maybe don't add white rice, but like I said, carbs are an essential macronutrient, so I don't want to add 130 calories of black beans. I just simply don't care about black beans like that. And then for the toppings, I just simply add tomato salsa, the fajita veggies, lettuce, and then on top of those basics, I do usually add cheese because the cheese is high in protein. It is a little bit high in fat, but it still brings us up to a total of 550 calories, which is not bad whatsoever. 43 grams of protein, 51 grams of carbs, and 19 grams of fat. This is not bad whatsoever. In terms of which meal I would really go to if I was in a crunch, I would do the Chipotle or I would do the Panda Express personally, just because I like the macros and I like the calories of that meal, and in my opinion, those are the cleanest options, like the least processed options. But y'all let me know what your go-to macro-friendly meals are when you're eating out, okay? If you are interested in coaching where you can get clutch tips like this as well as a shit ton more, make sure you email me at devindoescoaching@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram where I post my thirst traps. I know I'm kind of covered up today, but there's a little something under here, okay? My Instagram is going to be linked down below. And like I always say, Devin loves you, Devin's a Don, and Devin is out of here, boy.